Okay, well, welcome back to Wintermute. We are here in the Long Dark and we are ready to move on. We are ready to leave the Grey Mother behind and move on out of Milton to the next stage, which of course is going to be Mystery Lake. This is where we're going to encounter, I assume, Jeremiah. We'll find out how this has changed as we make our way out of Milton. So, we've pretty much got our supplies all sorted. We're all good. We've got what we need. We've got everything that we can carry. We're going to make our way out of the town, back towards the gas station. I'm almost tempted just to drop into the gas station briefly as well. Although I know there is a hut that we can use up in the play area, or the climbing area, picnic area, whatever it is. So actually, yeah, let's just head straight up there. Unless there's water around, of course, in which case we'll do things slightly differently. But we are making our way out of Milton. We have got resources for camping and all that good stuff, so I'm hoping now I can just carry on and press on through the mountains. So, pretty good travelling weather, not too bad. Yeah, actually it's pretty good, it's pretty good. Okay, so let's carry on then. Let's make our way out of Milton, obviously just keeping an eye out for wolves. There is a deer here now. I'm not going to worry too much about harvesting it. We don't have the carrying capacity. And in all honesty, we could hang around here for a bit longer. We could stay, just out of curiosity. There isn't really very much on it anyway, so there's not very much point. We could stay here for a little bit longer. We could gather some more deer and we could craft coats and all sorts of things. But in all honesty, I don't think it's going to gain us very much. We're not in full-on survival. We do have to survive, of course, in Wintermute, but it's not full-on long-distance survival mode, so we haven't got to worry too much about it. We've been in all of the abandoned houses that we can go in Milton. A lot of them we can't actually go into, but the ones we can, we've been in, so I think it is time to move on. Just want to keep things moving. We don't want to hang around for too long. So that's where we're going. You can actually just see there's a bit of a fence just out of shot there. That's where we're headed. Now, obviously, I'm not using Lily's map. I know where I'm going. It's the same place that we went to before. We're going to make our way up this way. There's actually some signage. We're going to follow the signs, make our way. It's like a little park area. There's like a little hut up there. That's where we're going to go. So let's make our way over this way. You can actually see that little kind of archway up ahead of us. That's where we're going. Just cut the corner a little bit. Obviously still keeping our eyes open for wolves and other nasties. Now walking into a headwind just to slow us up. I don't want to sprint. Now obviously I think we may need to do a little bit of sleeping up in the top section up here before we can climb down. We need to have good fatigue level before we can head down the rope, particularly since we don't know what we're going to find on the other side. We might find ourselves having to climb further, in which case we need to make sure we're well rested. So we need to be a little bit cautious about our fatigue as we head up this way. We have got a vehicle here. Now I haven't really been stopping and going in the vehicles, to be fair. I haven't really been doing it, which I probably should, because you do find bits and pieces in them. Shall I go and have a quick look at that one? I think we'll leave it. We'll carry on. So we're heading this way. And if we just have a quick look at the map, you can see we are heading towards Paradise Lost, which is our current objective. Make our way out of Milton. So we are moving on. We're heading... That's a wolf howl. We are heading onwards out of Milton. So we've been here a little bit longer, I think, than we were in the original playthrough. And of course, we have a bit more flexibility. We could stay for a little bit longer. Park warning notice. I'm just going to read this one. Due to the unfortunate accident, which we're aware of, the Milton area park sport can no longer condone the use of climbing area within the park boundaries. Additionally, recent sabotage activities brought up the safety of several some common routes. Well, that doesn't make sense. The safety of several some common routes and climbing safety is into question when reviewing safety policies and will publish findings as soon as possible. Until then, please refrain from using designated climbing areas in the park. So it's just a warning note not to use the climbing areas. But of course, we're now in a survival situation, so We're not bothered about warning notes. We're going to carry on anyway. Wolfhowl. Now, I've never encountered wolves up here before. So I'm hoping we're not about to change that trend. We have this little cabin here. So this is a little stopping off point for us just to have a quick look around. I'm also going to grab a few sticks. So obviously I am about to get rid of my climbing rope, which will obviously allow me to carry a little bit more, and if I can grab some firewood here, that's probably not a bad thing. History of the Collapse Part 2! An information leaflet. I shall let you pause and read that at your leisure, if you so wish. Another soda, in fact there's one in here as well, which we can just take through the broken glass. There's a little stove in here. What else have we got? We've got a fleece cowl. Okay. I'll be able to make use of that. I might be slightly better than what we've already got. An orange soda. Telephone. First aid kit. Let's have a quick look in the first aid kit. A stim. Okay, I'll take that. Another flare shell. I'm not going to bother with any of these papers. Let's just have a quick look. It's mainly food that I'm kind of looking for. If I find any food...
I'll be hungry.
Yeah. I'll have that. Nope, don't want scrap metal. Leave that behind. We're good for newsprint, but we will take the flare shell. I've got 5 flare shells now. Well, the flare shells are used... 6 flare shells! The flare shells are used to help scare the bear away, so I have a feeling that might well form a key part of our next section as we come to encounter the bear. Assuming the storyline is the same. Now, I have read that the bear does feature more heavily in the new version of Wintermute. The way it's written into the story is different to how it was written in originally. Originally, we had to hunt the bear, and we were chasing our tails here, there, and everywhere trying to find it. So I assume it's going to be a little bit different now. It could well be a little bit more dangerous for us. Oh, well, I was thinking I can't walk into this picnic area. Highly unusual. Nice view over the hills there. Down into the valley.
Drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy right now.
Down into the valley below, which is sort of where we're headed. I am moving fairly quickly. We're heading into sunset now. I do kind of want to get moving fairly quickly. This is obviously where we need to go.
Feels like an empty pit.
We're coming down here. It's what looks like a little campsite over there. That's intriguing. Okay. I am going to eat some food then before we do anything else. And we're going to drink. Our fatigue level is actually a little bit low. But I don't want to... I have a suspicion we may just have to nip this overnight and get ourselves through to the following morning before we carry on. I don't know though, I kind of just want to get on with it. Let's deploy the rope.
I'm never going to see this place again.
You are not wrong there. Well, we're heading into sunset. I think I'm kind of going to strike for that little campsite over there and just see what we find. It might be that it's something quite dangerous if there's somebody hiding there, or it could be that it's abandoned and we can use it. I think we'll find out when we get to the bottom. Let's go down. We are departing Milton, and if it's anything like the last time in story mode, the rope will break halfway down. Not wrong. I knew that was going to happen because it's got to stop you from being able to go back.
I guess that rope was older than it looked.
Find your way through the mountains. So we are now down at the bottom. Our condition has dropped slightly, obviously through that fall. We've not lost anything though. We're going to carry on. We can make use. We can set up camp if we need to outside. Not a major issue. There is a campfire down here. I'm going to approach with a certain degree of caution. There's an active campfire down here. Don't know if we're going to come across anybody. Can you see a person? I think I can, actually. I think I can. Is this going to be... Is this the same bloke that was up top? It is, you know. It is. He's going to be following us everywhere, isn't he? It's him again.
So, we meet again.
This what you do? Hang around campfires and share wisdom?
These are confusing times. Let me see if I can help you make sense of them. I am an old man. I've seen many things. Some would say too many. I've seen this happen before. We've sinned. Now we're paying the price.
Are you talking about religion?
Not religion. Redemption.
Is this about the lights in the sky?
The lights in the sky are a reckoning. The wonder of humanity and all its creations laid bare. Her warnings went unheeded.
Whose warnings?
Mother Nature's. The signs were there for those willing to see them. This has all happened before. Soon we'll all be tested. We'll have to choose how far we'll go to survive.
What do you mean this has happened before?
Big change is coming. Are you ready to face it?
I'm no hero. I'm just looking for someone. Doing my best to survive in the meantime.
The end of Milton's story is a sad one. Too many people lost after already too much suffering. You chose to take mercy. To save a life that probably didn't deserve to be saved.
You mean the convict? How'd you know about that?
Whispers in the wind.
That bastard deserved to die, all right. But it's not for me to pass judgment on that.
Let's hope you hold on to your merciful ways when the new world doesn't just grind you to dust.
Look, my friend is out there. I'm gonna find him, and then we're gonna get out of here. The power's gonna come back. We'll get the roads back open, Milton will recover. Everything will go back to being the way it's supposed to be.
How do you know this isn't how things are supposed to be?
Good luck, old man. Enjoy your apocalypse.
You keep your luck, stranger. I have a feeling you're going to need it.
Well, I think he's going to be following us around an awful lot. Well, we can, of course, make use of his fire. We are pretty decent at the moment. Obviously, it is night time. So I think what I'm going to do before we carry on, I'll make use of this fire. We'll set up camp. We'll sleep through the night. We'll run through to the following morning. And then we will make our way further on through the mountains. Okay, and welcome to a new dawn in the long dark. Yes, we've slept through the night, we're through to the following morning. We have not bad travelling conditions at all. It's not 12 degrees, of course. We're still standing in the range of the fire, but it's a pretty good travelling conditions. So let's have a quick look at the map, see where we need to be going. We need to be heading this way. So we're going to follow the pathway up here, which I think is pretty much where we need to be going.
I could eat anything right now.
Now we're okay, don't worry. There's a world famous gnarly tree, as I like to call them. They're our little pointers as to where we need to go. So we're going to follow that tree up this way. Oh, a climbing rope. And a wolf. Excellent. Okay, well, we've got our fatigue level all the way up, so that's pretty decent. Although, can we get up that rope? Yeah, I think we can. So we're all good. So we've got a bit of climbing to do. I think we're well within our encumberment limit. Yeah, we're all good. So, now a bit of climbing. Should be okay to make it up. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. Let's go. Yeah, obviously it drains our fatigue gauge very, very quickly, but comfortably made it to the top. There we go, and I have a feeling we may well have another one to climb. We're on a nice little ledge here at the moment. If we do find another one, we may just camp out at the bottom of it for a few minutes. Just try and build up our health. We're going to climb over this tree. Make our way through the pathway. Now, of course, this did go to a cutscene previously. I don't know whether that's still going to happen.
Now.
Obviously, the route into Milton changed dramatically, so we may find the route into Mystery Lake does as well. We may even find ourselves having to fight the bear instead of it just being a cutscene this time. So I'm a little bit apprehensive about what we're going to find. I kind of know, obviously, where the story went in the previous version of Wintermute. So I'm a little bit apprehensive of what's going to happen when we get further round this way. Well, there's another deer. I suppose I should think about harvesting, but again, it's going to take me a long time. It's 100% frozen. I can't harvest, or I can harvest. It's going to take me 30 minutes. It's going to cost me 100 calories. And it's going to make me a bit smelly, and we probably don't really... It seems like a bit of a waste. In survival mode I would definitely be taking that, but right here, no. Okay, keep our eyes open as we come past the bottom of the waterfall, which looks pretty cool. Keep our eyes open for cattails, they'll probably be quite useful. There's one. Probably more useful to us. Obviously the meat we would need to cook, and it attracts wolves and everything else in the meantime, so these are probably a bit safer. So I'm going to grab pretty much all of these as we come past. Go. So we've now got 11 cattail stalks. So I'm just going to eat one there just to build my calories up a little bit. We've got a couple more here, so I'm going to grab these. They don't cost very much, they don't give you that many calories, but they're better than nothing. And we obviously don't know what we're going to find on the other side of here, so we need to make sure we are gathering as best we can. Okay, well we're heading into a cave. This is the point previously where we hit a cutscene. I think it was when we went to exit the cave, so... This little vista down there. Crashed truck on the road. Okay, let's head into this cave then. Leave Milton. Yes, we are leaving Milton. Now let's see what happens next. Okay, well we've come into the cave. Make our way through the cave. Just going to grab another cattail stalk. Kind of hoping I don't need to use my lantern in here. Looks like we're getting away with it. Just trying to save my lantern because I don't know how and when I'm going to need it. So trying to save my lantern a bit if I can. That looks like a dead end, so we'll go this way. I'm genuinely getting, my heart rate is genuinely going up. I don't know what we're going to find when we come out the other end of this. Logically, it's going to put us into a very similar situation to the original Wintermute, where we're going to be with, I assume, Jeremiah, and we're going to be with the bear. It's going to leave us injured, and we're going to have to do things. That's my assumption. I don't know whether it's going to be... Well, most of the cutscenes have been completely removed from the Long Dark, so I assume we're going to be playing this out. That's my assumption. So I'm kind of trying to keep my wits about me. I don't know what to expect. I'm genuinely a little bit nervous. Ooh, I don't know which way to go. Okay, we've got firewood and a flare in here, a dead end. I hope you guys can see this, because it is a little bit dark. I might see if I can bump up the brightness a little bit so you can see. It is pretty dark. Okay, looks like we're going to be making our exit now, so everything on standby, because I don't know what's going to happen when we come out the other end of this. We might even find ourselves walking rather than it being a cutscene. See what happens. Wow, okay. Okay, well that brings us officially to the end of that section. That is the end of episode 1 of the game, so it was pretty much exactly the same as it was at the end of the previous one. Now I'm going to flow straight into episode 2 once we've hit the end of the credits here. But I think I'm going to do that in the next video. So whilst the credits roll, I'm going to say, as always, thank you so much for joining me. I know this is a slightly shorter video than always, but we've reached the end of episode 1 of The Long Dark, and it hasn't just flown straight through into the next one. So we'll call it a stop here. We'll move on, and in the next video we'll go on to episode 2. But thank you, as always, for joining me. Please remember to hit the like and subscribe buttons. They are down there below you and over on that side of the playlist, so you can check out the other videos in my Long Dark series. But right now, thank you, as always, for watching. I shall see you again very, very soon.